All right, hi everybody. I was just in the middle of making you a great live video about how to take people down the know, like, and trust process online. And my battery in my laptop died. I thought I was plugged in, but Monday problems. It's actually really Tuesday, but yesterday was a holiday. So we're gonna write that off to Monday problems and start over. You may even hear in the background that my son is with the nanny right now. I'm here in my home office, and he's also sounds like he's having some Tuesday problems too. So if you hear him in the background, we'll all just forge through this together. All right, so today I want to talk to you about the know, like, and trust process because it's really important for your marketing, but it's different for online marketing than offline marketing because we have been expertly trained offline to do things improperly when it comes to the know, like, trust process. We do things the opposite of the way we should, and it's not our fault. It's the way we've been trained and educated in marketing. So I want to bring this to life with a movie, and then I want to try and turn this around for you and give you some ideas, a framework with how to think about bringing people through the know, like, and trust process properly for online marketing. But before we jump into my little movie example, I want to review know, like, and trust, or go over know, like, and trust for people who may not be familiar. So this is marketing theory that has been around for decades and decades and decades. And picture it like a funnel. So you have to know someone before you like someone, and you have to like someone before you trust someone. And when you trust someone, when you get to that point with your relationship, that's when people are most likely to buy. And so research shows that only 2% of the time are people ready to buy immediately. And that's driven by things like need and whatnot. But 98% of the time, if people are buying something not based on like this immediate urgent need, they're not ready to buy from you. They need some more time. They need to start trusting you before they buy. And so that's why in marketing, it's really important to get someone trusting you, because that's what leads to an initial purchase and repeat purchases or votes or donations or whatever the conversion is that you're trying to make for your business. All right, so let's talk about this in the guise of the movie Bad Moms. So give me a little wave if you've ever seen Bad Moms. Bad Moms is a movie about these group of moms, and there's one mom played by Christina Applegate who is the PTA president, and she is perfect. She is fashionable. She always has her homemade goodies, bringing them into class. She's always volunteering for school activities. She's always on time at the table at school, giving you information about what you need for your kids. Then there's Mila Kunis, who plays a different mom. Mila Kunis is frazzled. She's working. She's trying to get her kids to school on time, much like me. She's pulling in quickly to the parking lot at the last minute, right at the bell. She spills coffee on herself a lot. She brings store-bought cookies to the bake sale and gets in trouble for it. And she's just really, really frazzled. And so there's these two different characters, right? And of course, everybody wants to be like Christina Applegate because they see her features and they think that she represents perfection, whereas Mila Kunis represents imperfection and this type of mom that people are probably relating to because maybe they feel similar, but everybody really truly wants to be more like Christina Applegate, right? And so the key problem here, and the movie goes on, before I talk about the key problem, I should say the movie goes on because Mila Kunis decides that she wants to become PTA president and change things. She doesn't think there should have to be homemade food at the bake sales. She thinks school could start maybe a little later so that not everybody had to run late and the kids could sleep a little longer. And she was ready to just kind of give everybody a break, right? And so what she did was she let all these other mothers in. So as she was campaigning to be PTA president, she said, look at what your life could be like if we made these changes. And then she hosted gatherings to get to know all these moms and did things to build their relationship. But the key that she did that led to her success versus Christina Applegate's biggest problem is that Mila Kunis said, I'm going to let you in and I'm going to show you how life could be better. I'm going to show you the benefits of what I would have to offer as PTA president, whereas then Christina Applegate said, we need to continue to be perfect on all levels. And she didn't really let people in. In fact, her strategy was to be very formal and keep people an arm's length away, which we do a lot in marketing. We have been trained to be so formal and look so perfect and have everything so tailored to bring it out to the world. And that works if you're going to do a freeway sign. I mean, you want to make sure you have your messaging down just right and the perfect image to catch people's eyes, or a commercial that you have 30 seconds on prime time to get your message across. But online, we consume so much content. The key is to have relatable and value-driven content that people see over and over again. Here's why. When you're online, you have barriers to entry taken away. So there's this theory out there called Porter's 5 Forces. It's a business theory. And it's all of these things that make a business strong. And one of those things is barriers to entry. So if you have barriers to entry in your particular business, your business is stronger. So if you have the best location, if you have the best whatever in town, whatever that may be, if you have a strong barrier to entry, it's harder for your competitors to beat you in the market. Online, barriers to entry are taken away because we all have access to the internet. Well, most of us do, right? And so we have to work a little harder, because what happens is that commoditizes our products and services when you have barriers to entry taken away. And so to help your business compete and not become commoditized online, you need to know how to expertly provide the kind of value that leads people to get to that trust phase of the know, like, and trust process. So to give you a little frame of reference for how to think about this, because we've touched on this last week, and I talked about benefits versus features and information versus transformation. So you have all of that content, and go back and watch last Tuesday's video if you missed that. But I want to bring this to life to say how you should really think about the value you're giving. And I want you to think about why you trust someone, or why, well, first of all, what makes you like someone. So let's say someone brings you cookies or flowers. Is it about the flavor of the cookie or the appearance of the flowers that makes your heart feel good? Or is it about the love and kindness of the person that brought those things to you? And it really is the second thing. So for Bad Moms, it was about what Mila Kunis wanted to bring to everybody. She cared that all of these other moms felt like they could finally take a deep breath, and they finally didn't have to be so perfect, and that life would still be okay. So it wasn't necessarily about the perfect campaign message, the perfect flyer. It wasn't about any of that. It was about the heart that was behind her message. And online, that's where your biggest value comes from. So as you go to make your posts, and I know this can start to sound corny, but I want you to know it can be very, very formal too. All right, so I'm about to go to the SAC Bar Association and talk to some estate planning attorneys about how they can grow their firms. So they can give the mechanics of how to write a proper will. They can give a checklist, right? But they're in the business of helping people write their wills because they also want to give people some peace of mind that their children are going to be okay, that their children are going to have stuff handed down to them, right? Or they want to help people through maybe a crisis time in their lives where they need to make different plans, right? Or maybe something was left unfinished and they're helping grieving families through the process of dividing up an estate. What they're providing is so much more than just a legal document, right? They're providing different types of peace of mind. They're providing hope that everything is going to be okay in the midst of fear that it's not. And so the messaging they want to give is kind of on that side of what's underneath all of the things that I'm providing to you. Why did you go into business? Why are you providing this product or service? What is this going to achieve for your customer's heart? Because that is when we get to that trust component. Now, a lot goes into this. Last week, I talked to you on, so last week, my first video was about features versus benefits, information versus transformation, those kinds of messaging points, and making a good offer. Then I went into the technological aspects of what helps you to make sure that you capture your leads and continue to communicate with them so that you can get them to the trust process. Because this doesn't all happen on social media, it also happens on email marketing as well, and other tools. And so I talked about that in last week's video. So this is a whole kind of process that comes together. So I want to emphasize, if you missed those videos, please go watch them. But really, it does come down to what are you doing for that ideal customer's well-being and heart. And if you're a nonprofit or a political candidate, maybe you don't have a monetary transaction you're trying to get to that the customer's buying for themselves. It's a donation to your organization or a vote for you, right? But again, what are you achieving for them by taking their money and making the world a better place, or by taking their vote and making the world a better place? So remember, think that way. Now, I want to remind you that next week I'm opening up my free workshop, which is my 4-step framework to a profitable online marketing program for your business. I don't open it often, so it's really exciting. And if you are not receiving emails from me, I want you to sign up. I have a link here in the post that goes along with this video to my homepage, and there's several places you can sign up to get emails from me there. And so then you won't miss it when it opens up. But what I want to leave you with is, when you get the information for how to register for that, which is coming on Monday of next week, when you get the information for that and you sign up, I want you to really hone in when I start talking to you about my own personal experiences with building my business and my own trials and tribulations and ultimate success with building my business, because that is where I am providing that kind of trust level communication with you. I'm really getting to why in my heart I want to teach you how to build a better online marketing program and how it's going to benefit your life and make your business and your life better. Okay, really hone into that and see how I do it, because you'll get another idea of how this kind of thing works with getting people to that intimate level of trust online. Okay. All right, so that is it for today. You may have been on and watched halfway through the first video when my battery ran out. Again, beginning of the week problems. So thanks for your patience, and that is it for today, but I will see you back here on Thursday for one final video. I'm going to talk to you about one mistake that I don't want you to make anymore, that is a mistake that is making it is detrimental to your success. Not making it is critical to your continued online marketing success. So tune in and watch me on Thursday. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day.